That harsh economic reality across this country tonight. The soaring price of gasoline, now $3.67 a gallon on average, up 14 cents just this week, rising for 30 days straight now.
Senator Obama and Senator Clinton want to set a date for withdrawal. That's what they want to do, is get everybody out. I believe that would lead to catastrophe and chaos, and that we would have the whole region, including the country, in such turmoil that we would be required to come back to the region. And I just want to promise you this, my friends, I will have an energy policy that we will be talking about, which will eliminate our dependence on oil from the Middle East, that will then prevent us from having ever to send our young men and women into conflict again in the Middle East.
Why Iraq? Because that's where the oil is. There is no mineral or oil exploration play anywhere in the world that comes close to Iraq. You could drop the North Sea, the entire North Sea, from beginning to end, into 3 or 4 Iraqi fields. So this really is a bonanza. We have come to the conclusion that there are very large structures in the Western Desert, billion-barrel type structures, and that really is a prize that any old man would travel anywhere to get.
It's something senior oil explorers have worried about for decades.
The rate of oil discoveries has been falling ever since the 60s. The 60s were the most that was ever found, and that was 47 billion barrels per year, mainly from the Middle East. In the 90s, the industry concentrated on West Africa, but only some 14 billion barrels were found. And 14 billion barrels is not enough to replace production, because the world consumes about double that amount.
It's the backbone of modern life. It's in the food we eat, the houses we live in, the cars we drive. Oil is one of the most important commodities in the world. But what would happen if all the oil in the world suddenly disappeared?
Martial law has been declared to deal with the emergency.
Food shipments are being delivered to New York.
Hundreds of thousands are on the move. They say the cities are growing too dangerous.
What would happen to our cities, our food, our way of life? Today is that day. The day the world runs out of oil. And we struggle to live in the aftermath.
The value of renewable energy for transforming our electrical system is well known. We all hear about the potential of wind and solar energy. But the greatest challenge for integrating these technologies at larger scales into existing energy systems is variability. When the wind doesn't blow or the sun doesn't shine, we don't want our lights going out, our fridges going off, or particularly in Edmonton, where I grew up, the heaters going out. Now, in developed countries, we rely on electricity to be there when we want it, when we need it. The baseload power, not when it's convenient for Mother Nature. That's what makes coal and natural gas so attractive for providing baseload electricity, the electricity that's always there when you plug in or flip a switch. The pathway that was imagined at the Equinox Summit for making renewable production a large part of our electrical future focused particularly on the development of large-scale storage capacity, particularly large-scale battery capacity, that could store electricity when it is being produced and release it when we need it, making it as reliable as coal or natural gas.